record it. Why you playing with me?
Oh, you gotta record it?
Yeah,
Sure
I recorded that. Yeah, I recorded that.
All right, put it on Facebook, man. Got it.
All right, I got you. You only beat me by 3 points.
Show me your 3 points. Show me that I beat you by 3 points.
All right.
So that nigga shit, man.
Let's play right now.
I told y'all play tomorrow. Right now?
So you video of me beating him?
I'm about to give you the damn.
He don't want no smoke, Matt, bro. Because if you want to smoke, man, he would have been on the mad right now, nigga.
Run them belts, nigga.
I'm about to make this chicken.
And Martha Lumatica was gonna make it.
I said, what's bad news? Bad news is you spent more. Okay.
That boy Mayweather talking over.
Sometimes you need to know you up, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of face. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay for wait. Jugging on the main stage. It's the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, cause you're force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets L.I.D. Distinctive destination, I don't wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ways a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than a speeding bullet. No, it's cool. Don't play with me. What you gon' do?
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Get the flex, I went and bought a train. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then. Claim what you saw, but you weren't with it. I had to climb the harder to fall, but how did it get up? I done got rich and went, but then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this cookie. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat groceries. Ay, how did you let it go mix? Ay, how she was making she mix? Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a fan, that kissing we did it, and that's how we hit. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a train. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, ain't living out of hood. Ain't no one alive that can do what I love. Need a light hit, check my buzz. These right here, check my buzz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they never seen me. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like,
Y'all on, man.
what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a rings, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got it, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole past, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it?
Baby, how you do it?
Acting different, so I ask, can I?
Yeah, I already connected this thing, bro. It's my car right here. So I have to get on the phone with the people.
What he said he wanted to fight Devin Haney.
Who want to fight Devin Haney?
That's
Who's trying to fight Devin Haney?
I think he said he want to fight Devin Haney next.
Who said that?
Dog.
Lopez.
Devin Haney.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at
what,
Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play.
5, I had him in a goofy fit.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Must be out your fucking mind if you think I'm just not true.
On 2nd and 9,
I got the 3 in the bitch in the corner style pit.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. When they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Tannehill get a turn and give this to Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do, defend? And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Go over there smoking on.
21-yard line. Alabama.
Okay.
Yo.
Put a tail or two in there, it'll be straight.
Yep, Mara.
I told you I already did all that. Yeah, I checked it. Very good and better.
Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
24-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Steelers nothing.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
I'm about to try this kiki.
That's what I'm about to do. Try this shit.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only a pick up there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey. Shit. Pepper.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
22, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about
the
on
fuss
the back
about?
side? Just taking care of business.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 27, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 64 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that. Get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Tennessee.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes
shit, almost
time,
cut the shit out of my
Orlando, where
motherfucking
Jonathan
thumb.
Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Dang.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Say what?
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Complete to
A nice little screen.
Your mic breaking
6
up.
on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Damn.
A 3-yard gain.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Steep as
He's
hell.
able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts,
A gain of
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
at the 13-yard line.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down.
Give me that.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Pick 6 on you,
by
nigga.
Steven Nelson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they had a good drive going.
I'm using to slap your mama.
First half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
What is?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
What's the name of it?
Room to run at the 50.
Slap your mama.
Khalif Raymond.
Seasoning salt.
I need to get That's not going to catch him. He's in.
Damn, that shit got damn.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to make with this chicken, but I don't feel like making no extra
So
shit.
let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Being in the Asian relationship, nigga, we got a right to
only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Download the Gucci app. Mark's at. No, let me show them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that he's going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
On for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, no scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
1st down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the
that play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Smith catches left side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Stephen Gostkowski.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as a Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tennessee.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 21. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team
rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 50 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers.
Is no good.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 43 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Them old hoes kick out money, baby, for the young dick.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey, baby, him and that Mountain Dew right there.
Punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Who are you talking
to? And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Get on my nerves, real shit. Real nigga, but I'm starting to find a real bitch. Loose ass, tripe ass, broke ass, dumb bitch, no kick. You can't get shit, not a crumb bitch. Fuck those real shit. About to take my bitch shopping, buying new kicks. With some real grimy niggas and they steal shit. Real streets, more bricks than the building.
They'll fake it now, Tannehill.
Huh?
He's got it. And they are going to score.
I made these bitches regular as plain Jane.
They just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a
little
game.
bitch don't went to work today, filling herself off a little tip money.
Things are working and clicking.
Oh,
They
no,
think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Extra money, nigga.
I don't care about that.
Give it extra money, nigga.
I don't care about that. It's just a fact. Don't be changing your vibe.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
too?
Huh?
Stir fry these bitches hard too?
Mm-hmm.
What's your bartending?